Plusspec for SketchUp allows you to analyze structure very easily. And you can do it automatically as soon as you've generated the scenes using the Plusspec scene tool. And scenes are views that you're going to be using to automatically create your 2D drawings, but they're also modeling scenes so that you can obviously strip back your model, check out structure and how everything's working and start detailing, as well as using it for your estimating and bill materials, etc. But all you need to do is click on the structure scene and you'll see that it will strip your model back to those structural elements such as your lumber or timber frame, your joists, your concrete, but there might be a few other elements in there such as flooring, bracing and sheathing, etc. So you do need to teach each scene what you want to display. So you might want to go through the layers and say, well, in this particular thing I want to look at my joist in more detail, so I'm going to turn off 17 flooring. And now it gives you the ability to go through and quickly analyze and strip back your model further. You will notice that masonry, so that's brick and block, has been hidden, but it shows you the outline of where it is and how it relates to the actual frame itself. And depending on what kind of construction types or methodologies you're using, you might need to teach the structure scene how you want it to work and what you want it to display. So for example, in this project, we've got a solid wall rammed earth construction. So if I go into my structure, it has actually been hidden. So all I need to do is know what layer it's on, and it's actually 19D solid wall. If I now tick it to make it visible, I can then right click and update my scene. And now my structure scene will always remember to make sure that it displays my 19D solid walls. So Plusspec automates all of the layers for you, but it gives you the complete control to modify your projects and display them however you want. But in that process, there can be some error. So you might accidentally grab a wall, for example, and then go into the entity info and change the master grouping. So for example, I've got this entourage layer. And if I've now turned that wall onto the 00 entourage layer, you can see that in my structure scene, it's no longer visible. So you never want to click on a wall or an object and change its master layer for those individual walls. So you can fix it very easily though. All you need to do is go back onto the all scene, and if you click on the wall, you'll very quickly understand what layer it's on. So really it should be on the wall group, so you can go down and change it back to the wall group. Alternatively, if you don't know what you've done, you can simply right click on a wall or one of your other building components. You can edit it and it will remember all of your choices, your material, your structure choices, etc. So you don't want to do anything unless you want to, but otherwise you just press submit, and all it will do is reorganize the layers. So now it's reassigned it back to the wall group. If I go back into my structure, everything is working properly. Finally, Plusspec allows you to group all of your different objects. So for example, you might want to separate your first floor versus your second floor, etc. And it gives you the ability to control the visibility and how you want to model. It's a very powerful tool, and therefore you are going to be wanting to make these custom groupings. So I've created a 00 first floor and a 00 second floor. Now, when you change these walls, you can't click on a single wall and change the layer. What you need to do is you group every object that you want to be in that particular grouping, and then you turn it into a group first, and this creates a new group with a new layer, but it doesn't affect any of your other master layers, etc. So now it's on layer 0, so I just want to assign it to 00 first floor, and then now you'll see that I can just toggle off my first floor however I need, and if I did the same to my ground floor or my second floor, whatever, it will all be the same thing. And if I go into my structure, you'll see that my structure is still going to be working as it needs to work.